What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Yankees Avenue Show on the Yankees Avenue YouTube channel. As usual, I'm Patrick Hennessy. That's Dan Rourke. Dan, how are we doing on this fine Friday morning?
Yeah, it is a fine Friday morning. I love doing this show with you. I'm so happy to be here, man. Cold out, but we'll get through it. I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
Bro, I'm not even going to say it's cold out. I'm going to say it's a beautiful fall morning. We're in fall. Best season
No,
of the
it's
year.
beautiful once you're like up and about for the day. You got a nice hoodie on, get yourself a cup of coffee. That's cool and all. But when you wake up and it's so cold that you're like angry, then it's like, come on. Because my house isn't prepared for the heat yet, bro. I always keep my little AC unit on because I like to be chilly at night when I'm going to sleep. So I went to sleep comfortable, woke up, was freezing, man. And not even because of AC unit, but it is like, I
Yeah,
don't
but
know
you should have
what's good
planned ahead
outside.
then.
It's
No, no, no,
55
no, no, no.
degrees out right now.
You should have planned ahead in the sense of like looked at the weather and be like, oh, it's going to be 50 degrees tomorrow morning. Let me not fall asleep with the AC on because I didn't put my AC on last night because I knew that it was going to be this type of
My
situation.
comfort level going to sleep is more important than my comfort level waking up. But yo, I will say, isn't it awesome watching the game? Like we're so into like the October feel right now that it's like by first pitch, it was pretty much pitch blackout yesterday, just
No,
about.
I
Don't you
know.
love that?
No,
I
I know.
That's one of my favorite things
That's
about like
why.
when it's starting to get towards the end of September.
Oh, and the Fox broadcast. Listen, we're gonna get into the broadcast and whatnot,
I like the
but
Fox broadcast yesterday. That was pretty good.
I loved it. I loved it. But yo, I say we get right into topic number one here.
Let's
Why
do
not?
it.
So Thursday night, the Yankees clinched a playoff berth for the sixth straight season. Every year since 2017, bro, the Yankees have been in the playoffs. However, at the same time, we look at it and we're like, well, had some great teams in that time frame, but no World Series trophy. Dan, are we still happy about this time period? Like, how are we gonna look back on it? You know?
First of all, let me say, boy, does time fly. 2017 was 6 seasons ago. Is that not nuts to you, man?
Insane.
But yeah, here's the way I look at it. You can compare it to the Boston Red Sox. I really do appreciate that every single year we know that we're going to be in it. You know, we haven't had the World Series yet. Knock on wood, it comes this fall. But what would you rather have, man? I don't know. The occasional World Series ring and a lot of last place finishes like the Red Sox, or would you rather be in postseason contention every year with a chance when you enter the dance each October? I kind of would take the latter, man. Not gonna lie, especially when not to look at it on like a from a business standpoint, but man, being like a Yankees content creator, it's so much easier to like. The Yankees have my trust that they're going to put a product on the field every single year that's worthy of talking about on a show like this. And I think that's something that we should appreciate at least a little bit. What about you?
I 1000% disagree. Like if we're looking at the time period of 2017 to 2022, right? And you asked me, would I rather be the Yankees or the Red Sox in that time period? Give me the Red Sox 10 times out of 10, bro. You know
Yeah,
why?
I don't. I
They have a World Series trophy out of that time period. Like I know like making the playoffs and everything is cool. Like it's fun to like be a winning team every season, but at the end of the day, if you don't have the trophy, it means nothing.
I couldn't agree more with that, and I don't want to come across as I'm saying otherwise. And maybe it's just because we're going into a fresh postseason that I'm riding high on some optimism. I'm not too sure. But yeah, if you told me the Yankees definitely get eliminated in 2022, which, obviously is a possibility, then maybe I would be speaking more like you are right now. But I don't know, man. There is something to be said for like we have a good watchable baseball season, contrary to popular belief, but we have a good watchable baseball season every single year. And that's not something really any other team besides the Dodgers. And I guess you could say like the Braves recently could say.
Yeah, but I feel like that's not what we're talking. Like, we're not talking about the regular season, right? Because we don't care about the regular season at this point. We're kind of going into every regular season considering the playoffs like kind of a lock, right?
That's
And
a
that
cool
that's kind
thing
of
to
like,
be able to
but
say.
that hasn't been our worry over the last like what 5 seasons or so. The worry has been getting through October, and they haven't necessarily been able to do so. So that's why I'm saying I would prefer the Red Sox and give me like a couple last place finishes with like a championship in between rather than what we've been getting because we kind of just been getting teased, you know?
I agree. I hear what you're saying, but the way I'm looking at it is more so like, all right, if you take hindsight, sure, 5 year span, you can have five postseason appearances, no World Series, or one postseason appearance and one World Series. Obviously, you take the World Series year, but when you don't know that it's set in stone and you're going into a fresh season, it's a lot more fun to be able to talk about a team that's going to the playoffs than a team that's finishing in last place. I don't know. I don't think I could deal with what the Red Sox have been going through, man, especially under the
I
Kevin
couldn't.
Bloom regime. Like, it's kind of messy over there, bro. Believe it or not, it really is. Like, I don't
I know,
know how
but
they're
let's not
dealing with it
forget,
right
like
now.
they made the ALCS last year, right?
That
I
don't mean
mean,
anything though. It's a matter of if you win the World Series or not. So like 2018 is what stands out.
dude, you're the one arguing otherwise. You're being like,
I'm
"Oh,
not
the Yankees
arguing with
made the
you.
playoffs."
I'm agreeing with you. I agree with you on what you're saying. I understand where you're
No, you
coming
didn't
from.
agree that you'd rather be the Red Sox in this time period, though.
No, if it was a set period, like, all right, you have a 6-year span and you will get a World Series ring, like, all right, I will take that. But like I said, the fact that we're going into a fresh postseason right now that we don't know the outcome to, I feel like maybe I'm just a little riding high off the clinch. Like, I can appreciate it right now.
Sure. And speaking of the clinch, one thing that I do like a lot is the fact that the Yankees didn't really have like their champagne celebration. And when I found out that last night's win kind of like did clinch a playoff berth, I was kind of hoping that they wouldn't, right? Because I feel like every team has kind of like been celebrating. I think even the Dodgers celebrated like their postseason berth. But then again, that might have also been the division. So I don't know. But
Yeah.
either way, like with a champagne celebration, the way I view it is like the same way Aaron Judge described it and the same way Kobe Bryant described it, right? Like the job's not finished. The Yankees clinched the playoff berth, but like that's not what they're playing this season to celebrate for. Celebrate when you win the division, because that's what the
Yeah.
Yankees are fighting for right now. And then you can kind of feel like the regular season has been a success. But as of right now, and the fact that like the division is still not technically locked up, the season is not a success yet.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I like that Judge said that. It reminds me a lot of, I remember back in 2012 when the Yankees, I think it was when they clinched the division. I remember Jeter's vibe was just hilarious because you saw the rest of the team celebrating like it was, the biggest accomplishment of their lives. And then you just see Jeter in the dugout kind of with a straight face almost. And you could just read off his face that like, we haven't done anything yet. And it is kind of like the Kobe vibe. And that was a good quote by Judge yesterday. And yeah, I'm glad they didn't celebrate all that hard. But when they do clinch the division, like they should go all out because
No, I agree.
that's a big accomplishment. At this point, man, I mean, we kind of got it locked up, 7.5 game lead over Toronto. So we're kind of chilling, but
Yeah.
maybe we should
No,
even party a little bit ourselves once. That'd be kind of cool. What if the
we
fans
could.
party, bro, when we clinched? Let's
I
spray
mean,
some
people do.
goddamn champagne. Well, I mean, unless you're in the stadium. If you're in the stadium, you definitely celebrate. But
Yeah,
why not throw a party of our own? Wrap up
we
the walls
could.
with some plastic, get some Budweiser or whatever. I don't really drink beer, not a fan, but get
Let
some
us know
White
in the
Claws,
comments if you
some
want to
High
come.
Noons.
Oh, dude, no, stop. You
Oh,
bring
I
up
love me
White
some White
Claw?
Claws. Yeah, dude. I don't
White
like
Claws are disgusting.
Nah, I love seltzer. Hate beer. What I've really been into though is, I'm a soda guy. The Bud Light hard seltzer sodas, dude. That's my shit, bro.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't ever had a hard seltzer that I'm like, wow, like this is amazing. They're disgusting.
I just love carbonation, man. Like it's 8:20 in the morning. We're recording this right now. When we're done, I'm probably gonna go get a Diet Coke from McDonald's. Just being honest.
It's a problem. That's
I
a
do
huge
drink a
issue.
lot of water though, so it all kind of balances out.
I don't think that's how it works. But moving on. Dan, speaking of Aaron Judge, right? He said the job's not finished. You know what other job isn't finished? Him breaking the home run record. Currently sitting at 60 home runs. Tonight is an Apple TV game. A lot of little stir going on about that. It's not a national broadcast. The announcing team sucks. There's just a lot of rough things that go into the Apple TV broadcast. However, Positive Patty's going to sit here and say, great production quality, right? Like Apple TV really does a good job
The
with that.
production quality is good.
However, Dan, are we gonna say, let's say Judge hits 2 home runs tonight, breaks Maris's record, sets the American League all-time single season home run record, right? Would we view that as bad for baseball?
Yeah, I would. I'm not going to say it's catastrophic. And first, let me say it's not because Kay isn't going to be on the call, which he apparently might actually be. Yes, and Apple TV are trying to work out a deal to make that possibly happen. But no, it's not because the commentators, as much as we want to complain about them, it's nothing to do with the actual broadcast itself. But it is very exclusive. Now, Apple TV is free, so everybody has a chance to get on. But you'd be lying to yourself if you said that the audience is not going to be more limited it being on Apple TV than broadcast nationally on TV. So yeah, it is definitely, I'd say, a pretty big problem and something that MLB should have tried to intervene and figure something out. Apparently, that's not going to happen. So they're making their bed, they got to sleep in it. But it's kind of just a little bit unfortunate. But I'll be able to get over the actual broadcast itself. That's not the issue. It just for the older crowd, it's easy for us to hop on Apple TV. It's no problem. Click on the game. It's easy as cake, right? But like I said, you can't deny that there is going to be a limited audience. And when we're talking about a story that is such big news, whether you're a Yankee fan or baseball fan, sports fan overall, just on a national level, this is one of the biggest story in sports right now. And the fact that it is not going to be shown to as much people as possible, as easy as possible, I'd say, yeah, that's kind of a problem. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, it's something that I don't necessarily like think about when the games are on Apple TV or something, right? I guess it's very like selfish of me, but all I do is just like go on my smart TV, hit the Apple TV button or whatever, and then I'm chilling. But I'm sure for a lot of people, it's not necessarily that easy. And yeah, I'm sure ratings would suffer as opposed to like being on an ESPN or a Yes or a Fox. By the way, Fox broadcast, my favorite
Fox
ever.
was awesome last night.
I think everything Fox does just provides a game with such a big feel atmosphere, from like the intro packages to the camera work, just everything. Fox kills it. They're my favorite. But Apple TV is probably like my least favorite. So I don't know. It's a complicated situation. I'm kind of hoping that Judge doesn't do it tonight. However, the way I'm viewing it is like, if there was a day for Judge to do it, it's probably Sunday, just because I don't want it to be Saturday. I know it's on, yes, but like I feel like him doing it on a day game wouldn't really feel right. Has to be a night game, has to be under the bright lights. So Friday night would be cool, but I think I'm going for Sunday.
I'm with you on that. And listen, we've talked about it before. Another big problem is you go out to a bar, you go out to a restaurant. This goes for really any of the streaming games. There's very little chance it's going to actually be on there because, the restaurants don't pay for the streaming packages. They get cable only. But yeah, as for the homer, what happens? I mean, if it happens on Apple TV tonight, if he hits 2, that'd be kind of tough. I don't want that to happen. One, I really do want to get K on the call, so I wouldn't mind if it happened on Saturday, unlike you. But yeah, I feel like 61, and we've kind of talked about this before. I feel like the biggest homers were when he hits 60, because that's awesome. And then when he passes Maris. If there were one homer I'd want to happen on Apple TV, I consider it to be the least important one, being 61. Sure. So if one were to happen and it's tonight, all right, whatever. But I do hope K gets the call, which he would be able to do on Sunday as well on ESPN, because he has the K-Rod cast, and he has said that he would do like a straight up call if he were to do. So I'm a big Michael K guy. I know you're not. He's the man, greatest Yankee commentator in history. But it's all good, man. We don't see eye to eye on everything.
Just because I don't know any other ones. Like he's the only one I've ever known. So it's not. I'm not going to be like,
John Sterling.
I know, but I'm not going to sit here and be like they're better, because I've never really like listened to them.
Well, I'll say this: I think K is one of the best in baseball. I love Michael K. The whole Yes booth, when it's K, Cone, and O'Neill, I really don't think you can get better than that. Not even being a Yankee homer. I seriously
can by a lot. You know you can by a lot.
I love the Yes broadcast. No, I don't think that at all. We disagree, Pat. You're wrong. I'm right. What else is new?
That's not how it goes. No. That's not how it goes. Yeah, you respect other people's opinions.
No, I respect you. I mean, but I'm forgiving you for your.
I know, but to say the Yes booth is like the best in baseball is an insane thing.
I think it's honestly, I think it's Yes and S and Y. You could say that's like local bias, sure.
It's local bias for sure.
Have you ever tuned into some of these other ones? I mean, they're solid. The Astros broadcast is actually pretty damn solid. Padres is great. Dodgers is pretty damn good. But man, have you ever tuned into like a Kansas City Royals game or like a Detroit Tigers game, man?
All I'm saying is I watch a Fox broadcast and it makes me realize how bad Yes is. Just saying.
Well, no, I mean, I think Yes is pretty damn close to being the par of Fox, but also if they're not, that makes total sense. I mean, a national broadcast is supposed to be number one. ESPN should be as good as Fox, and I don't really mind them all that much. What's their commentating crew again? Oh yeah, it's Ravitch, Cone, and Perez. I think they're pretty solid. I do miss A-Rod in the booth though. Not gonna lie.
I miss Matty V and A-Rod, but that's just me. Dan, moving on though. You know who else I kind of miss?
Miguel Andujar.
I don't really miss him, but he was DFA'd by the Yankees, kind of signaling an end to his Yankee career. 2018 American League Rookie of the Year runner-up, also Shohei Ohtani. I don't really know how to feel about Miguel Andujar's time with the Yankees. I feel like a lot of it was kind of like mishandled. A lot of it was just underperformance. There was injuries involved. I think looking back on it in the present, it's a failure, bro. Especially like how high he set the bar for himself after 2018. He just didn't live up to expectations. And listen, shout out to him for learning left field on the fly. I mean, after being a pretty bad defensive third baseman. But I'm gonna go on the record of being, definitely Miguel Andujar was a failure with the Yankees.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds a little bit harsh, but I know what you're saying.
It's not harsh. It's the truth. I mean, you can't sit here and be like, Miguel Andujar was a success.
No, I think he definitely was not a success. That's not what I'm saying. But the circumstances weren't in his favor, just for the fact that I do wonder what would have happened to say he doesn't have that shoulder injury in 2019. Of course, that led to the emergence of Gio Urshela. But listen, 18 was awesome. Hit didn't he hit like 320 in 2018 and hit like 27 homers? He was really damn good, at least offensively. Afterwards, not so much. Everybody says that he's been good after that, just wasn't given a chance. 105 games, OPS under 600, 225 average. So he definitely, in the playing opportunities he had, wasn't great. It's more so just sad because it's another baby bomber that kind of bites the dust. We're moving past that era, like officially now. We've seen the end of Gary Sanchez, obviously Clint Frazier, a lot of other prospects as well. And now Miguel Andujar, who, you really do got to give him props for how he handled the move to left field. He turned himself from one of the worst defensive third basemen I've ever seen to change to a new position. And I would say he was just around league average, which is a compliment. So I'm rooting for him to do well. I think we'll get a chance somewhere else with a team like the Pittsburgh Pirates, like the Arizona Diamondbacks, something like that. I'm wishing him well, and I could see him turn into a half decent player, man. Like he can hit. We have talked about this before. He wasn't given the most consistent of playing time, despite he was given, decent amount of chances. I feel like you give him 145 games and just some random team, no pressure, and he can stay healthy. I think he'll put up some decent numbers.
I hope so. Like I'm kind of viewing it the same way you are, right? Like there's no hard feelings. Like he just didn't work out here.
Not.
He was never going to work out here. So if he could work out elsewhere, I'm going to be very happy for him.
I would say
I'm sure he's a great dude.
Out of all the Yankee baby bomber busts, if you want to call him that, he's probably the most likable or the least polarizing, right? Because you have Clint, you have Gary. I'm sure there's a couple others I'm forgetting as well. But like Andujar, he handled himself well his time here. He appreciated being a Yankee, which I appreciate. So yeah, shout out to you, Miguel Andujar. Had a nice little run. Had some great moments with us. Just didn't work out, but we wish you luck in the future, man. You're a good dude. And don't pick 41. Please don't pick 41 the next club that you go to. I know that wasn't your fault, but 41's kind of a gross number. I mean, not as bad now that he's in left field.
41's not horrible.
I mean, when you're playing third base, your number is 41 and you don't change that, he could have gone with someone else. He should have went with 17.
Now we're judging him based on his number. Nice, Dan.
I get into the number conversation. Come on.
Yeah, no, I don't view it as being that important because my thought process is if you're that good of a player, you can transform any number into a sick ass number. You know what I mean? Like, let's say no. Listen. Let's say Anthony Volpe shows up next season.
He's gonna wear 0.
Hits like 35, bats like 330 in his rookie season, and wears like number like I don't know 72. He can transform the number 7.
No, what is he, a middle linebacker?
He can transform it, bro.
No,
okay, we're not understanding.
Should Oswaldo Cabrera wear 95 the rest of his life? Hell no.
But if but what we're failing to realize here is that a good ass, not even a good ass player, an amazing player can transform any number into having value. Bro, did the number 99 have any sort of value before Judge
99 is sick. Yes, it kind of did. Manuel Ramirez wore it and it was awesome. Judge definitely.
Yeah, and if Judge wore 88, it would be the same exact thing.
No, it wouldn't. 99 is so much. You can't compare 99 to 70 freaking.
I know, but I don't know how you're gonna sit here and say that like if a good player gets a bad number that he can't make it good.
Okay, well, one thing I'm not saying anything too controversial here. As we're talking about a number.
No, this is controversial.
No, I wouldn't say it's exactly controversial, but if it is, it's wrong on your end, man. 85, 72, 95 are not nearly as cool as 99. Like 99, even though it's on a much different level now, 99, sure. No, it can't even become cool. I'm sorry. You can get over it if they're good. And in the end, a number, yes, is not that big a deal. But you can't compare 99 to 85 or 88. No, they're nowhere on the same level. Going into 2017, before Judge even established himself, I remember him staying with 99. I was like, all right, that's pretty damn cool.
Aroldis Chapman made 54 cool.
54 is fine. And I'm
Dylan
talking when
Betances made 68 cool.
No, see, you're getting this all out of whack here. That's not what I'm saying. We're talking about star premier players. And I'm just talking about Andujar when he was in the infield. And it's not that big a deal. Volpe, though, he cannot wear 72. You got to give him 0, give him the last single digit available in Yankee history. And then put it in Miami Park in 20 years. Well, it was a crappy one. Respectfully, Pat. You know I love you.
Dude, no. This might be one of your worst takes I've ever seen. Just saying.
What?
Just throwing that one out there. No.
I think you're making a bigger deal than me.
Permanently uncool.
Yes, absolutely. 89 is not a cool number. 95
No, but it can become one. It can become a cool one. I stand with all numbers.
Yeah, if you're a tight end.
So, moving on. Listen, Dan, speaking of Aaron Judge, number 99, his 60th home run ball was caught by a 20-year-old kid, Mike. Sorry,
out Mike.
Mike Kessler. He didn't really ask for much, Dan. I think he got like what? A signed bat and a signed ball.
Well, he didn't ask for anything, but yeah, he did get, I think, a couple of signed bats, met Judge, maybe some playoff tickets.
I guess that leaves us posing the question here. Let's say you were to catch home run number 62.
Which
what
could
are we
be worth
asking
up to
for?
$2 million.
What are we asking for? Or are you gonna go the nice guy route and gonna be like, here you go, Judge. Like, I don't want anything.
You know my answer, but I'll say this. Listen, I don't blame anybody who would take the money or leave the stadium with it and try to, I don't know, hold it for ransom as much as you want. I get it. You know, people are in situations and got to benefit your own life. I understand. Me personally, though, man, I'm going the route of Mike Kessler. I'm going the route of whoever the guy was that caught Jeter's 3,000th hit. I'm just giving that ball back up. Aaron Judge is my guy. I didn't do nothing to deserve catching this home run ball. He hit the homer. He should have the ball back. It's meant for him. And, I'm not going to lie. You give it back to him knowing that you're probably going to be taken care of. And if they ultimately do say, like, yo, you got to ask for something, Judge beating him is a no-brainer. Sign bat, that's a no-brainer. And I would probably ask for some pretty damn good playoff tickets. And then maybe some season tickets for 2023. Who really knows? But yeah, if I had to ask for something, that would be it. But the ball's Judge's, man. I didn't do nothing to get it. I don't deserve it. So I'll just give it back to him for free. What about you? I know you're probably going to ask an arm or a leg. You're going to charge a couple mil for it.
1000% disagree. If
All right,
I am blessed enough to fall into Aaron Judge's 62nd home run, you best believe that I'm capitalizing on it.
Are you leaving the stadium with
the New York Yankees organization? I'm not leaving the stadium with it, but I'm negotiating. I'm bringing my negotiation hat to the table, and I'm getting something out of that. So I'm gonna make my little proposition.
Money? Okay.
No. So first of all, obviously, like, I want to like hand gift the ball to Judge, right? I think that's like
that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, it's decent. Second, I want two lifetime season tickets. That's exactly what I want. 2 lifetime season tickets in a solid section. I'm not asking for like Legend Suite. However, maybe field level would be nice. Maybe a suite. I don't know. Give me something. Third, I think that this is kind of like what's going to like give me the lifetime season tickets. I want to hold an auction, right? Well, all the money would go to Aaron Judge's foundation, right?
Oh, I mean, that's nice and all, I guess. So like what, like a couple of mil to like the charity?
I don't know. I mean, however much the ball sells for.
I mean, if you were to do that, I don't think you can really ask for the other stuff, though. I mean, then you're kind of approaching Zach Campbell territory in a nice way, because that's what he did with A-Rod's thing. He asked for money towards charity or whatever. But yeah, I mean,
yeah, but I just want the lifetime season tickets, dude. You don't even have to donate the money.
I don't think that's stuff
like that point.
Yeah, that's not too unreasonable to ask. My main thing is, if you catch the ball, just have intent to work something out and give it back. Don't be a dickhead about it. Don't leave the stadium with it. Don't be a Zach Campbell. You can ask for what you want, and the Yankees will probably
but why not,
definitely take care of you.
No. If that's the route someone wants to go, like I don't see that.
Unless you're like no. Unless you like need the money type deal, like you're homeless or something like that, or it's gonna totally change your family's life. I mean, sure. I guess
dude,
you're definitely
change your family's life. Dude, you could be a normal person. $2 million is changing anyone's life.
Yeah, but it still wouldn't really sit right with me, like, for me to do it myself. Like I said in the beginning, I understand somebody doing it, so no, I wouldn't be mad at you. I don't want to say that. But if the ball lands in my hands, I'm not leaving the stadium with it, and my intent is Judge is absolutely getting this ball.
Yeah, neither am I. But you best believe I'm getting more out of it than a signed bat and a signed ball. Like, you can guarantee
I said season tickets.
Lifetime, though. 2.
I guess. I'm not sure. I wonder what Jeter's guy got for 3,000. But yeah, 62 is a pretty big deal. So you probably could. I mean, that's quite a bargaining chip you would have if you were trying to, get something good in return.
Just saying. But Dan, listen, we're on to topic number 5. You know what we like to do for topic number 5.
Viewer question.
Let's pull up a viewer question here. And you know what? Let me just say one thing. Little disappointed by the viewer questions. Like, we want some outlandish ones. 95% of you guys are throwing us generic questions. Like,
okay,
if you
leave
want
them
your
alone.
Question, no. If you want your question answered, it's got to be out there.
Okay.
It's got to be a good one.
They just haven't fully understood the vibe yet. Now, they did ask some good questions, but what we're going for here, guys, is, kind of nuts. I mean, if you look at the first 2 episodes, or the first 2 ones that we did, one was Dream Yankee Blunt rotation. The first one was dating a girl from a Red Sox family. So for topic number 5, it's something more of like a lighthearted vibe. So if you ask, how much money will Aaron Judge get in free agency, which we already answered, chances are we're probably not gonna respectfully, we're just not gonna pick your question, So, but I think we got 1 or 2. Maybe we'll answer both. Who knows? If we have time, that are pretty good. So what do we got?
Yeah. So Dan, this was from Rory Satin. I really hope I don't butcher these names, but he says, if you were on the Yankees, which position would you play and why?
You want to know which position I would play, man? Damn, I wish I had it in my room so I could show you. I would be a pitcher, because my history, bro, going back to the start of my baseball career, has always been a PO, a pitcher only. So much so where in 2017, when I was a junior on JV, no big deal. Junior on JV, I won pitcher of the year. I was 4-0 with a 1.08 ERA, really only because I faced the worst teams in the league. But I do have the plaque. I do hold it close to my heart. So, yeah, I like to imagine that if I were on the Yankees, I would be a pitcher. And you know what number I would wear? Can I tell you what number I would wear?
What number, Dan?
I think I would wear.
You didn't even have it ready? Like the way you said it was like, yo, guess what number
No, I'll wear 62. Shout out Jobby Chamberlain. Actually, no, I'll wear 13 if it's not retired by the time I'm in the league.
That would be a shame, by the way.
That's
I
not a
like
pitcher
that.
number, honestly, though.
You know
Besides
how I
Jerry
think I'd
Devins.
go with it?
How?
I'd be a second baseman, bro. I'd
You
be
look like a second baseman.
Yeah, dude. I'd be like a nice little contact hitter. I'm probably not hitting too many bombs, like just to be real with you.
Didn't you lead an average or something like that?
I did. Yeah, I mean only in like 10 at bats, but dude, still counts just the same. I hit the minimum. But yeah, no, I think I'd probably go second base. I think it's also like a cool position. It doesn't seem like you're working too hard. I think I'd just get the job done.
Definitely, I would say second base is the least pressure of the infield spots.
Yeah.
Don't you feel that way? Like I feel like the happiest player on the team is usually a second baseman. Besides Glaber, when he's just not touching the ball, he's kind of a happy, jolly dude. Whereas you look at IKF at shortstop, bro. I mean, you kind of there's times it looks like he needs like therapy or something. I'm not sure.
But I say we get to the next viewer question here.
Yeah, let's do it.
So this is from TG. Name a job other than professional athlete that Aaron Judge would be good at and why. So keep in mind, he said other than professional athlete. So no football player, basketball player, whatever.
Can you answer first so I can think about it?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it's not like we prepared or nothing.
I don't prepare.
I'm going to say that the job that I think he'd probably be the most good at, and hear me out. This is right off the top of my head. I'm going to say a teacher. I think Mr. Judge would be a very nice teacher. I think that he would maintain the respect of the classroom.
That's cliche, man. I could have said that. I would have answered right away. I was thinking teacher.
Okay, so
too,
so what's your good idea then?
Okay, I'll think of something good here. How about this? Aaron Judge, big, strong dude. He's tall. He's muscular. He's handsome. I think he would be a tremendous valet parking guy.
No, dude. There's no way you just shit on me for saying teacher and you whip out valet parking guy.
Is mine not unique? Teacher
was
obvious. What is he going to be? A cool history teacher? Yeah. He'd be a dope ass valet parking that would get hella tips.
He'd be a guidance counselor.
Okay, but that's not a teacher.
I don't think
I would have respected the guidance counselor more. We'll ask him. We'll have him on the show one day. Be like, yo, if you want to play baseball, would you rather be a stupid ass history teacher? Or would you rather be parking cars?
Stupid ass history teacher.
No, I love my history teachers.
Dude, the hell?
Shout out to my old history teacher. I don't want to give his name, but he was also my baseball coach. And, they always say coaches ruin your dreams. And it was very true with this guy. So, no, I'm just kidding. He's a good dude. History teacher's cool.
Yeah. Cool, man.
This was a great episode, I think, man. Shout out to the viewer questions. Episode 10 is in the books. Happy episode 10. We didn't even say it today. Episode 10. Love
Double digits, baby.
I guess we're at the end now, so I'll do a little bit of housekeeping. Yo, Apple Podcast. I know I said it last week. I want to reinforce it. Is finally up. So we're kind of an official deal now. Yo, we got a big deal. Shout out to our newest, I guess we could call her an intern, Delaney. Shout out to you doing clips for us. Yeah, podcast up. YouTube is up. Big watch parties coming soon. Me and Pat may be going to Sunday night's game against the Red Sox if Judge hasn't broken the record by then. Should we vlog that, man? I don't know. Wasn't something to vlog? Was it the Mike Ford game?
Oh, dude,
we did something for the Astros.
We were in the suite. Yeah, we did do a little vlog for the Astros game.
Yeah, I ended up getting a little too crazy, so I forgot. Yo, we might do a little vlog. Stay tuned for that if we do. But yeah, is that the end of this episode, Pat?
I think that's it.
All right, yo. Drop a like, drop a question. No, drop a comment. You already dropped your question. Subscribe if you are new. That'll do, guys. We'll see you guys next time. Let's go, Yankees.